Okay, let's see. Let me know. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. So it begins. So it begins. Oh, adding ice. I hope you're still here. Come on in the room. Oh boy, please don't fall. Behave. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Hey, hey, KK, let me know if you can hear any background um, noise clear enough that you are understanding it. Because I'm in a parking lot. Ow. And I'm in the shade so that my phone don't overheat. And I think some people are on their lunch break because there's two trucks on either side of me. And the one on the left has a radio program playing in Spanish. And the one on the right is on a phone call on speaker. So I have my windows just cracked because I don't know if the one on the left, if that talk show will spill over here and interfere. I hope not, but there was not another place in this parking lot. I tried several places and the sun was shining right on the phone. No, just you. Thank you so much. I just stopped at a McDonald's for an iced coffee because I'm very parched and I may or may not have paid for it because two people from my church work at that McDonald's, and one is a manager and one is drive-through, and the drive-through one took my order, and when they saw that it was me, yeah, so thank you, Jesus. It's a large iced coffee, cream only, no liquid sugar, no sugar, and extra ice. So they put some extra ice in this cup. And you know what? Oh, it is so good. So good. Um, are you still here? Do you know what? Let me let me talk about something. What kind of question is that? Um, these YouTube streets are something else. And I'm not sure. Now, KK, you'll be interested in this. I'm not sure if the uh, the YouTube streets situations right now are because of the holidays, because holidays affect people in all different kinds of ways. But I'm going to mention three situations. I'm not going to call the channel names because um, two of them I really don't know. One of them I came upon a couple weeks ago and I've been popping in. It's nothing crochet related. And the other one I just found, I think 2 nights ago. So far, it's okay. That person really stresses positive conversation and encouraging people. And then the third one I may not even bring up because I'm so disappointed in that one. But let me tell you about the one I came upon a couple weeks ago and I've been popping in. The person had a live this morning and I happened to pop in and made a few comments and was welcomed and was remembered and you know. But guess what happened to me, KK? Can you guess what happened? I'm in timeout. Mwah! I'm in YouTube timeout. I didn't iron my shirt. Um, I'm flabbergasted. At least I'm not blocked. I'm just in timeout. Um, Now, if you know me, I try to look at things, I put things in perspective. Maybe the person wasn't feeling good this morning. Maybe the person took my comment in a different way than what I meant. And I'll tell you what my comment was. Maybe the person put me in timeout by mistake, but I don't think so. And I'll tell you why I don't think so. But can you believe it? I know. But I'll tell you why I don't think that it was an accident. Okay, the person is talking about a whole bunch of different things because people in comments are asking questions or commenting on shorts the person has done, or the person is very, very good about being able to be all over the place. I don't mean it, and I mean that as a compliment. So, um, this person has several times talked about a place he worked at. And so he was saying this morning about his new job. Now, he has a hard time holding down the job, and this is out of his own mouth. So when he said he has started a new job and told the audience or us not to get too excited about it, I had wondered, since it's holiday time and many stores are looking for help, I wondered if he had gone back to a particular big box store that he mentioned before he had worked at. So I asked, "Are you back at and such a place?" And I was warned by him not to mention that or I'd be gonged. And so someone else in the comments couldn't figure out why. I would just ask a question of a place he has mentioned himself more than one time. And so um, conversation went on about all different things, and Thanksgiving came up, and he has kids, and he'll be getting his kids for Thanksgiving and going to a relative's that has 6 kids, and then another relative that has a bunch of kids. So, and they're not really kids. He said teenage all the way up till 20 something. So he was really excited, looking forward to it, talking about Thanksgiving. So I just simply asked if he likes turkey, and I got timed out. Believe it or not, some people don't like turkey. I know several people who don't like the texture of turkey. And one family in particular that for Thanksgiving they have lamb. They like chicken, but they have lamb for Thanksgiving. I prefer turkey over chicken and over lamb. But I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving, so what I'm having or not doesn't matter. I only asked him, does he like turkey? And I got put in timeout. Now, did he think I was calling him a turkey? Um, and I don't think he put me in timeout by mistake because he already gave me a warning about not mentioning a particular big box store, which I didn't do. So, and I don't know how long I'm in timeout for. Can you imagine? Now, What do you think of that? I gotta see how can I read you. I know it. Oh, I don't have to read those because they got deleted. Uh, it sounds like it was on purpose. That's crazy. I'm telling you. I have not gone into this person's live every day, but I've been in and I've encouraged. The person also does a nightly Bible reading. He's trying to get through the Bible and he's having a hard time, but he's sticking with it and he's already in Leviticus. And I've encouraged, you know how I love the Bible. Uh, I've encouraged him just to stick on with it. You know, when you get into like Numbers and First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, you have pages and pages of names that are as long as the alphabet. Once you get past through that, especially in Chronicles, it's very interesting, I find, anyway. So I've just been encouraging him to stick with it, and um, I don't know what happened, that my question offended him. I wish that he'd skip over to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 23, and learn about controlling his spirit or his attitude, because that's not a way to build your channel if you're going to put people in timeout or kick them out when they just ask a simple, honest question. Now, I'm not offended by it. Hey, it's water off my back because I don't know him. I have not really been following him, but I was shocked. I'll say that. Now, the other one that I've just come upon, I guess 2 nights ago, is in another country. Very nice so far. Doesn't put up with negativity or profanity or mixed messages, if you know what I mean. Um, it's been a very clean chat so far, and he has encouraged positivity and he's encouraged encouragement, and we'll see. I don't know what it's all about, but we'll see. It's like night and day, isn't it? Like night and day. Hmm. What do you think? Hey, Jeannie and Jeannie. I mean, he put it in perspective. He's going on and on about looking forward and so excited to be with family on Thanksgiving, and get some of his kids for that day to go with them, and talking about being together with family, and on and on and on. Oh, I didn't know what that was. I thought the guy next to me was opening up a door, but I think it was an acorn. Or what do you call that they have here in Texas? Pecans? I don't know if this is a pecan tree, but something fell. Um, hey, I didn't get upset and say, why don't you stop bragging about being with family on Thanksgiving? Because there's some of us like me that, you know, will be alone, except with our chickens, live chickens, and our chihuahua, and our goose, and our feral cats. Um, I didn't, I didn't take that approach. I was, hey, I was all for how he's going to celebrate that day. I was just asking if he liked turkey. Am I right? Not everybody likes turkey. Just like not everybody enjoys an iced coffee that may or may not have been free. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So these YouTube streets, we have to just now to someone else it may have ruined their whole day to get put in timeout. We never know. We just never know. But my day is beautiful. It's been beautiful. It's going to remain beautiful because God's on the throne of my heart. Putting me in timeout for an honest question didn't make me want to walk away from God or from a beautiful day or things I'm going to do, things I'm doing. I'm carrying on, holding on to Jesus, carrying on. I don't know, to tell you the truth, if I'll go back to that channel. I don't know if I'm welcomed. I don't know. My neck, let me push up. Oh, really? In my chat? How dare they? You're not crazy about turkey, see? Yeah, I'm not worrying about him. I'm just, tell you the truth, I was a little bit taken aback or taken back. I was flabbergasted. Because let me tell you, there were some other comments. He has been pretty good about getting rid of risque comments, but there was a few that slipped by him. So to ask if he likes turkey and then to get timed out, I thought, and I don't think it was a mistake because I got a warning from him, not to mention a particular big box store, and it's not the one that begins with a W. But I hope he has a wonderful Thanksgiving with his kids and nieces and nephews and all of that he has planned. I hope it goes well. I really do. Oh, well, they've been made aware now that there is a moderator in here. Not gonna put up with foolishness. No devil talk in here. Now, let me tell you. Oh, where should I start with this? Somebody has commissioned me to make this vintage article or item for their granddaughter. I'm making it for several reasons, and believe me, one of them is not for the commissioned money because I'm really not, I'll probably come out $5 profit. Hallelujah, anyhow. God owns it all. I'm making it because back when I was a kid, I was maybe 6 or 7, there was a family friend that crocheted. As far as I remember, all this lady knew to crochet, or all she did was granny squares. And I don't ever remember a granny square blanket at her house, so I don't know if she made them and gave them to someone else. And then she'd crochet this item that I'm now making. I don't want to tell you because I want to keep you in suspense until it's done. I can't see. Ah, yeah, not my pet chickens. Okay, and so this lady years ago, who was a friend of our family, used to sit at the table. Other family members would be around playing cribbage. How many remember cribbage? I like to play cribbage. Been a long time since I played it. And she would just be crocheting and crocheting. And she would be making big, big bags of this item, and she'd take them to flea markets and to bingo and sell them. And I don't think I had yet learned to crochet. Oh no, oh battery. Hold on. I don't think I had yet learned to crochet. That part I can't remember. I started crocheting around 8 or 9, and I feel like I was 6 or 7. And I have a certain way to remember times. Anyway, now I have seen this item uh, a couple times at thrift stores, and they were in bad shape. Uh, when this lady asked, "Are you there?" I don't think anyone's here. Oh, oh. Is anyone here still? I can put this side down. Is anyone here? I want to finish telling you. Oh, Sherry Miller. Hi. I want to, well, Sherry's here. So, let me tell you. And so this person had posted a little video of this vintage item. Oh, good. Asking, does anyone know how to make this? She's had it over 40 years, which is correct. I'm 55. And like I said, I remember the lady who was a friend of our family making these when I was about 6 or 7. And, well, right away, I said, it shouldn't be too hard to make, and I could do it. Now, the little video she showed asking, she's local, by the way. Uh-oh. The little video she showed, she mentioned how this was her daughter's, and it's been put away since her daughter became an adult. Now, the daughter has 2 daughters, so this is the granddaughters, the lady asking, and they want one. Well, I've worked with kids over 30 years in Sunday school, and even though I have no kids, I have a special place in my heart for kids. So that also drove me to offer to make it. And she's asking, how much. So I didn't realize that it was going to be a little difficult to track down 3 parts that you need for this item. No craft stores sell them anymore, which I knew. So I had to go online, and took a couple days. They were online, but how much are you willing to pay? Me, because I'm going to have to pay that first. So I found what I needed at the best deal, which was over $10, including shipping. And then she wants it in a certain color. And since it's for a kid, I didn't want to use my red heart or my mainstay. I don't even know if I have mainstay in this color, but I do red heart. So last week I went to Hobby Lobby for the 30% off week, and I got the color because that yarn is softer. I'm thinking a kid's gonna be handling it. I want it to be soft. She wants it in 2 colors, like your main color and then your change of color or your trim. And I already have the change of color, and I love this yarn. Now, I met her And our husband, uh, not this past Saturday, the Saturday before, met them at a public place, and she brought along the original, and then she paid me. I told her I would charge you $35. She said, "Oh, that seems fair." So she said, "Let's meet, and I'll give you 20 up front." So we met. I met her husband, very nice people. She showed me the original, which is nice. And she gave me $20. So out of the $20, I've spent over 10 for the three pieces you need, and then whatever it was for the yarn. Is it $4.99? Then you're 30% off. And so she said, when it's done, we'll meet again, and I'll give you the other 15. So I'm not coming out ahead, but it's okay. It's okay because the big picture is it's for a kid. I did say, are you wanting two? Because it wouldn't be $35 for two. And she said, no, just one, because her daughter decided that one of the daughters can have the mother's and the other daughter can have the one that I make. And she says it doesn't have to be exactly like the original, which is good. Let me tell you, it's good because the original has a few pom-poms and I don't do pom-poms. And also, I don't know what size hook and all that original person used, and everyone's tension is different. Mine may come out like an inch smaller, and if this person wanted it exact, then that's not exact. So she's given me a lot of grace. And but vintage patterns, if you know anything about vintage patterns, which I do, I don't know how big the gallon tote is that's filled with vintage patterns, but not this one. Oh, that was the other thing. I had to buy the pattern because I didn't have my thinking cap on. And when we met, I didn't say to her, could I borrow that original? If I had borrowed it, I would have been able to just follow it. Um, I didn't think of it. I'm sure she would have trusted me with it. I'm sure. I mean, she's trusted paying me $20 up front. Um, I don't know if that person is sleeping. And then, but to buy the pattern, it was just like $2. It's a PDF. And now I'll have it, which is good. Will I ever make it again? I don't know. It's not because it's hard. It's not. It's because of the three pieces you need. You have to get it online. Unless I found one of these again at a thrift store, I could buy that and then take it apart and wash the three pieces and make another one. I don't know. I have not seen any kids with this item, and I've not seen this item at garage sales or online for sale. I don't think it's something that has come back yet. Oh, I just thought of another expense I have. it Some parts of it need the polyester fiber film, which I used all mine when I made those 20-something pumpkins this year. That's going to be another expense. So I'm thinking I'm going to come out, $5 profit. But it's okay. It's going to make the kid happy. It's going to make the kid's mother happy. It's going to thrill the grandmother. I've been in contact with her, updating her. When I got the pattern, I said, okay, I've got the pattern. When I got the yarn, when the three pieces came in, even today or yesterday, I texted her and let her know how far I've gotten. She doesn't crochet. She wants to learn. So she thinks that I've made a huge amount of progress, which I know how I crochet in my speed, and I haven't because of this neck pulled muscle or pinched nerve on the right side, and I'm right-handed, so I've just been crocheting like 20 minutes at a time. and then I rest. And then I have other things to do. My laundry, my dishes, gotta cook my meals, all of you know. So I don't think I've made much progress, but she's not in a rush, and she wants it for Christmas time. I was hoping to have it done by the end of this week, but I don't know. But are you curious? Are you curious to know what it is? Believe me, it's hard for me not to tell you, but I think it's fun to keep you in suspense. Um, when it is done, I do have pictures of the original. So when it's done, I'll post those and then mine. And I'm even willing, I think I can do this. I was going to say, when it's all said and done, I'm willing to even share the pattern uh, through an email if anyone was interested. Because I bought the pattern. Am I legally allowed to share it like that? Just email it to you? I'm not asking you to pay me for it. It's paid for. I don't know if that will get me in trouble. If I'll get in timeout again, like Mr. So-and-so timed me out this morning. I hope he's having a wonderful day at his new job. I hope he can keep his new job. But I wonder if he's like that at work. And this could be part of why said person can't hold down a job. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? Human behavior is interesting. You don't think so. You don't think so. You don't think I'll get in trouble if, for example, if Sherry or KK wanted the pattern? I don't imagine you would. But if you did, and I said, okay, I'll email it to you, and I emailed it to you, I think it's okay to do, because it would be like if I went and bought a crochet book and I made everything in the book and I don't want the book no more and I mail you the book. It's the same thing, which KK I've not forgotten. And Kelly, from I Bring It Every Day, if you see this, I've not forgotten. And Doris Atman, oh, I ought to throw out the red carpet to you. I've not forgotten. I'm terrible. I'm just terrible about getting to the post office, because our post office only ever has two, I was going to say cashiers, two postal workers at the desk, even this busy time of the year. And if I'm standing in line after a certain amount of time, my spinal cord goes into spasms and my legs go numb. That's one reason. The other reason was I misplaced the two little books that I had for KK and Kelly, and then I got them mixed up, and I thought, well, I'll just send whatever. They're really not going to care. Okay, and then Doris Atman, I want to send her more than what I was supposed to, because believe it or not, she has waited a good while. All right. And then the last reason, the most recent reason, because now I do have everything together, is the finances. Postage is very expensive right now. So believe me, I feel 100 pounds of guilt. I do. I feel terrible. But I've not forgotten. I've gathered the things up, and I'll see what I can do. My Meals on Wheels lady that comes on Fridays is not back in the delivery service for Meals on Wheels. Um, that's a whole nother story that no one, I don't even know it all. But she's in touch with me, and this week she wants to buy 2 dozen eggs. So maybe I can get somebody's something mailed, and then that will take some guilt off me. I'll try. I'm striving. Remember the Apostle Paul said he's striving? Well, I'm striving. Oh, um, oh, I just thought of someone else. Barbara. Oh, that's 4 people. Yeah, I do. Medium mail. Okay, what else? What else can I share with you? Oh, I grabbed this hat because it's so windy and I need a haircut, but I haven't gone because um my neck. But I did make this hat last week. No pattern. I just made it up as I went along, and I think it's a slouchy. I think it's a slouchy, but look at that. I love it. I love those colors. And it matches. My shirt is green with blue pinstripes, and I have on a blue t-shirt. I could have wore this if it wasn't 82 degrees. Do you like that? And I'm gonna keep this one. I did make it for me. Um, I have this one that a few years ago I was helping an elderly lady out, taking to appointments. She's a long time family friend of my landlord's mom and dad. She's 80 something. She's moved to a different part of Texas. But she knitted and crocheted, but she preferred knitting. And she knitted me this hat that I love. Look at that. Greens and browns and tans and a little kind of blue. It looks like she just made a rectangle, I guess, and then gathered it. Now that I'm looking at the top, there's some single crochet. Very interesting, isn't it? I love it. Oh, wow, I just noticed this. Now, how was this done? Look it. It started out crocheted. Those are double or half double, and then there's a round of single crochet, and then knitted. Wow. And you know what? I had crocheted her a light blue newsboy cap when I was helping her out. And do you know what? She called me 2 weeks ago to tell me that she uses one of those walkers that have the seat, and then the seat lifts up for storage. She called to tell me that she has that crocheted. She said, "Oh, well, I was gonna try to imitate her accent, but I can't." Um, so I'm just calling to tell you that I have that light blue crocheted cap. She calls it a cap that you made me in the storage part seat of my walker. And when I go outside to take a little walk, I wear it. And it makes me remember you. Oh, really? She can pick up the stitches for knitting. And do you know what? She's from Germany. She came over here after the war. I've told her, you are a walking history book. We would sit for hours and she'd tell me all about those experiences. You know, not good ones, but it's history. And I said, I would love to take you to a school and have you just share all this with the kids and teenagers in school. And I was going to go to schools and see if they'd allow it. I'm sure that they would. But she said, sadly, people are not interested, especially the young people. She said they're so tied up with electronics. Anyway, she tried to teach me how to knit the European way and another way. And after about 3 lessons, she told me, you better stick with your crocheting. Someone's pulling up next to me. I wonder what variegated this is that she used to make this. I don't know. Okay, so let's see, have I covered it all? I felt like calling you up and going live with you rather than just doing a video. I really felt better to do this. It will take 100 years to upload. So be it. There's a poem. How many of you know this poem? I just think I know the title. In 100 years, no one will know the difference, I think is the name of it. Do any of you know that? Are you still here? Sherry from Michigan. How is Michigan? Not too far from my home state. Now, yesterday, a video popped up for me to watch. And I was thinking of KK and Marianne and some others that live like in the Appalachian area. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. This lady was being interviewed. She's 92. Her age is 92. She did not graduate college. She went to college for teaching, got her master's. She didn't graduate till she was 37. I don't remember all the details. I want to go back and watch it. But she taught school for many years. She was talking about her and her sister had to dig for a well. Imagine that. And of course they went to school. When they went to school, they went in a one-room schoolhouse. She's still married to her husband over 70 years. And she, when she's up to it, she mows the lawn. She cooks and her husband cleans up the mess after. Isn't that interesting? I want to go back and find it because I want to see if these people that were interviewing her, who else do they interview? Is it just Appalachian people? Is it just elderly people? Or what? I find it so interesting to learn about other people. I do. And I've always been that way. As a kid, I would love to listen to, now in my family, I was able to meet and know my mother's aunts and uncles. So that would be my great aunts and uncles. And we'd go over and visit and they'd talk about things and As a kid, I'd love to sit and listen, and some of my cousins would get on me about it. They wanted to go outside and wrestle and do all those things. And I did do that with my cousins at different times. We wrestled, played a little bit of softball, lots of nature walks, lots of crafts with nature, things like that. But there was times I just wanted to sit at the older people's feet when we went to visit in my family and listen to them. So glad I did. Because some things I remember that my cousins never heard or they don't remember, and we get talking about it, and I share that with them. Oh, Appalachian people to me seem very resourceful. I should maybe say the older generation. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything because I don't know. You oh, low battery again. I just enjoyed that interview and I'm gonna go back. Um, when I find it, I should probably put it on my post page, right? Even me, God has really helped me to be resourceful. I'll tell you, I so miss um, being healthy and strong and able to work, especially when I worked in the health field in nursing home and I was certified home health care. It was such a passion. And even a few years back here in Texas, I volunteered at a local nursing home. Um, if you see me looking around, it's because this isn't like the best area. I mean, I'm not in any danger. There's a lady on the left eating a sub. The guy on the right is still on his phone call. Um, there's cameras in this parking lot, and not only cameras, but blue and white lights on the camera that go off every now and then. I don't understand it. If that means that, okay, so the cameras are always looking, but when the blue and white lights go off and on, are they taking a picture? Um, does the police department or the city really pay someone to sit at a monitor 24/7? I don't know. I mean, if you're not doing anything wrong like me, I'm not so worried about it. I'm just very aware of my surroundings. But I'm not in any danger. There's a restaurant in front of me. There's a restaurant behind me. There's a grocery store to the left, another store next to it, a fitness gym next to it, a laundromat behind the restaurant in front of me, a Metro PCS store next to that, an eyeglass store next to it, houses across the street, residential. So I am safe. I'm just being aware. And I think that is because back home I'm from the city. My eyes went all around my head back home. Hey, you had to be that way back home. So many drive by, you know. And right now I'm in a city. I'm not in Wiley. I'm here in Garland. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, you had snow. Oh, bye, Jeannie. Let's see. Everyone is leaving. I'm probably gonna head home. Oh, wait. I was just thinking you are very much. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I am, but um, I'm trying to think if I mentioned before of, oh, and you know what? When I did that volunteer at the nursing home, guess who went with me? Guess whose idea it was? Not the hat, but the lady who made the hat. Because she, years ago, was a nurse. She helped a local she helped a local doctor. The kid's asking the other kid if it's a hotel or a motel, but he's yelling it. She helped a local doctor who's now gone, but to deliver babies. She also was a midwife for one of my landlord's sisters who had most of her babies at home. My landlord's mother had 8 children and had them all at home, and her mother had 11 and had them all at home. Well, this lady who made this hat for me, and I made her the blue newsboy cap. Uh, like I said, she was a midwife for one of my landlord's sisters, but then also in hospital, she helped to deliver babies and was nurse. So it was her idea one day. She said, would you like to go to the nursing home and see if we can't volunteer? She knew I had worked in nursing homes back home. And so that's where that idea of us doing that came from. And I don't know if I told you that story. If not, I will share it with you. Oh, a picture of snow is nice. I'm glad it's there and not here. I don't miss one snowflake. Not one. I will admit, I have to admit that it looks pretty. But to get out in it and shovel and slip and fall, it's really strange how we change, isn't it? Because when I was a kid, and lots of people said this that were born like in 70, like I was, and that are from states where you get snow. I've heard it over and over that it's like the winters aren't like they used to be when we were kids. When we were kids, we got lots of snow, and when I was a kid, I loved being out in it. My mother would put layers and layers of clothes on me, and she knitted and crocheted, and I always had a hat and mittens, and she would make my mittens and then make, hey Jeanette, and then make a long chain and attach it to one mitten and attach it to the other and thread it through my coat sleeves. And I'd have about 2 pairs of socks on, and then I'd have my feet would be in Wonder Bread bags, empty of course, and then a little bit of newspaper would be in my boots up around my toes, and then my foot could get in it. And I'd be out in that snow all day with friends and cousins. That was just how I grew up. Me and a cousin of mine, we would go around. One of us would have a shovel, and the other would have a broom and a dustpan. And not a broom like you sweep the floor, but the other kind of broom for dustpan. And we would knock doors and offer to shovel out cars and clean off cars for a little bit of money. And when I say little, in the 70s, it was little, maybe 50 cents, but oh, we thought we were so rich. We'd offer to shovel people's, what do you call it, driveway, or if they had a concrete to their front door, we'd offer to clean that. Because back home, here in Texas, most of the mailboxes are by the road, but back home, growing up, the mailboxes were at your door. And if you didn't have a clear pathway for the mailman, you didn't get your mail. So I remember all that. Oh, and I had a toboggan. I think it's what it was called. Is that what it's called when the top part that you sit on is wood, and then the part that slides is metal, and you take pieces of beeswax and wax down those blades to make your sled go faster? I had one of those. And me and my grandfather, we would take the beeswax and we would wax up those blades. And I was the fastest one in the neighborhood because other kids were using lids to trash barrels and using those plastic saucers that cracked and all those plastic sleds. But somehow I got one of those. I think they called them a toboggan. Or is a toboggan the longer ones where you fit a bunch of people? I don't remember. But those are all good memories in the snow. But I don't like to be in the snow now. I love the heat. Also, back home, and I'm sure this is anywhere it snows, sometimes if you get a blizzard, you'll see people after the blizzard has passed, they'll have ladders out and they're not stringing up Christmas lights around their house. They're shoveling off their roof because that heavy, wet snow on a roof can do damage, especially in an older home. Also, you'll see them going around their houses with snow blowers because back home houses have basements. That's not a thing here, but back home they do. And a lot of them have, a couple windows, and that heavy wet snow stayed up against those windows. You can have problems. So you'll see people snow blowing around their homes. It's very interesting, isn't it? How different states have different cultures, different regions of our country have different cultures. I imagine it's like that in every country, right? Different parts of a country. Well, I think I'm going to let you go. This has gone almost an hour, and I appreciate you being here. I really felt like it would be more personal doing a live than just doing a video. Plus, I wanted to tell you how flabbergasted I am that I'm been put in YouTube timeout by a creator. Hmm. Yep, it happened. It happened to me, but I'm not guilty as charged. Mm-mm. Oh, what happened? I asked a question to this creator that I've YouTube creator, I should say, that I've just started popping into his lives the last 2 weeks every now and then. I guess he goes live every morning. I haven't popped in every morning. I've been suffering with this neck. And he was sharing his Thanksgiving Day plans and so excited about getting together with his kids and nieces and nephews, and sounds like it's going to be a house full. I think he said like 10 or 12 kids that are not kids. They're teenage up to middle 20s. And just sharing, his excitement about that. And so I asked if he likes turkey, and I got put in timeout. Who knew? Who knew that that question would be so offensive? And it's not a mistake. I've thought it all over. When he went to hit someone else, did he hit me? But like I shared earlier, In the same live this morning, he was mentioning about his new job and told the chat, now don't get too excited about this new job. It may not fan out or something like that. And in another live that I had been in, whenever it was, he had mentioned a certain big box store that he had worked at. It's not the one with the W. So I wondered, because it's the holiday season and places are looking for help, did he return there? He never said that it was a bad place or he had a hard time there. So I had previously, before the turkey question, I asked, are you back at, and I named the place. And I got a warning from him not to mention that place or I would be gonged. He has a little gong, gong that a subscriber sent him. And usually he'll hit the gong like has a warning, or sometimes he will hit the gong and then block or put someone in timeout. So when I asked, have you returned back to wherever for work, I was warned not to mention that place or I'd get gonged. Gonged. And I didn't even get gonged when I asked about the turkey. I just got immediately sent to the corner for timeout. I know, not everybody likes turkey. Like, not everybody likes chicken. Not everybody likes pork. Not everybody likes lamb. Not everybody likes fish. Not everybody has turkey on Thanksgiving. So I just asked. And I guess it was inappropriate. I had no idea that I would ask such an offensive